All right, another episode of the Male Hug in Isolation, and joining us is Fox Sports football commentator Simon Hill. Hello, Simon. How are you?
I'm okay, Tony. We're all surviving this lockdown period. It gets a bit boring in isolation, so good to talk to another human being.
It's great to talk to you too, mate. How has isolation been treating you? Have you been getting much done around the house and the like?
Yeah, a bit of cleaning, bit of reorganising of scrapbooks and stuff, which little things that have been on my to-do list for a long time, but the regular run-of-the-mill scheme of things, you never get time to actually look at. So it's been good from that point of view. And strangely enough, I don't know if you're the same, but because of course we only get this 1 hour of out of the house time per day, I've actually been doing more exercise than I probably would normally do. So that's been good. So I think there's some positives to it, but obviously the quicker we're back to normal, the better.
COVID-19 has affected every sport in the world. Football's been no exception. It's had a massive effect on football, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. In common with rugby league, Aussie rules, cricket. I mean, any sport you care to name. I'm not sure, apart from the Belarusian Premier League, there's an actual sport being played at the moment. So it's hit us hard. It will hit our clubs hard. And obviously there is a bit of to and fro about the TV deal as well, which is a worry for the sports. But again, I think in common with lots of other areas of life, a lot of people are seeing this break as a chance to take a step back, have a look at the bigger picture, and perhaps think of the ways that we can do things a lot better. And, ours is a sport that's struggled for certainly the last 3 or 4 years. And maybe this recalibration is what is needed, because certainly things, weren't being done in exactly the right way. So, maybe there's a chance to restructure our governance, for example. Maybe by necessity, a chance to restructure our league. And, who knows what the broadcast future is going to look like. But obviously there is, a big sea change coming in terms of the digital landscape. So, this might be an opportunity out of a crisis. What's the old saying? Necessity is the mother of all invention.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's our raison d'etre at the moment as a sport.
Out of adversity comes hope. And that's, you're exactly right.
That's a good one too.
Exactly. We've also seen this hit the media industry pretty hard as well. And a lot of your colleagues at Fox Sports News and the like have been let go. It's a terrible time, isn't it, in regards to that period?
Yeah, it is. Look, it's a worrying time for all of us who've been involved in the media. And I'm talking about the traditional media, if you like, newspapers, television, print. As we say, we're going through a technological revolution where things are changing massively. And clearly that affects the way that people consume their media. They no longer read newspapers in big numbers. They no longer sit down around the dinner table and watch, the Saturday night's television program on either a free-to-air or a pay TV network. Everybody's busy with their phones, as we've already spoken about, or their tablets or iPads or what have you. So, this is a big challenge for the old media, if you want to put it that way. And something new will emerge from it. It always does. I remember back in the early 90s when pay TV first came, onto the market, and everybody said, "Oh, that'll never last. That's ridiculous. We're not going to pay for that." Well, 20, 30 years later, and it's sort of become the norm. So there will be something coming that we perhaps don't quite know about yet. And the media will reinvent itself. The one thing that I hope, obviously, as a media person who's employed in the current industry, is that there are some jobs for us at the end of all that. And I think that's the tricky bit. But very challenging times. And, my heart goes out to all those who've lost their jobs over the last 12 months or so.
Yeah, very much so. I'm going to ask you some questions that we ask all of our guests in isolation and find out how you're doing things. Your favourite isolation food? Have you found a food that you've just stuck to that's been a staple for you?
Well, to be fair, I've always been a bit partial to ice cream, but
nice.
It seems to have become a bit of a nightly ritual at the moment. I'm not sure my waistline is going to thank me for it, but ice cream and custard. you have to have custard with ice cream. I have a lot of discussions about this with a lot of people who say, no, you can't have custard with ice cream. Yes, you can. It's like the old pineapple on the pizza argument. For me, no pineapple on pizza, but custard on ice cream, yes.
I'm going to give that a try, Simon, and I'll get back to you and let you know what it was like. Movies, TV series, have you caught up or have you loved something over the last few weeks?
At the moment, I'm a big political history buff. I watch a lot of programs about the Second World War in particular, and other conflicts as well. But so at the moment, I'm watching World War II in colour, which is the old black and white pictures that have been lovingly restored over the years, which is absolutely fascinating. In terms of a drama series, I've been watching The Fall. If you haven't watched The Fall on Netflix, get onto it. It's a thriller, but with a bit of a twist, because you find out right at the start who the identity of the bad guy is. It almost works in reverse to the normal thriller. So very, very good series. I won't give anything more away than that, but watch The Fall.
All right. Board games, have they been in your house over the last few weeks?
I can't say I play board games, to be honest. I'm probably, again, like many people of this generation now, I sit there on my phone playing these games, which is probably not healthy for you. I should get the Monopoly out, or the Cluedo, or Trivial Pursuits, but I haven't done yet, I'll be honest.
Even a bit of a Uno is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
3 people that you would like to be stuck in isolation with if you weren't with your family.
Yeah, I had a good think about this. Now, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a drummer in a heavy metal band.
There you go.
So I'm going to go with Yannick Gers, Bruce Dickinson, and Steve Harris from Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
3 hard rockers. Nico McBrain, I'm sorry, mate, you're out, because we've already got a drummer. That's me. And we're going to jam away this isolation. Goodness me, that would be my dream, to play with Maiden.
Oh, wouldn't that be fantastic? Just a 2-hour jam session every day. That'll keep you going. There's no doubt about it.
I don't think my neighbours would like it, to be honest.
No, probably not. Final one for you. If there's someone that you would like us to check up on who's in isolation to find out how they're going, who would that be?
This would be a good mate of mine, Tom Smithies, who's the football writer from the Daily Telegraph. He's, obviously having to write about all this stuff with the game, which is difficult when you're a football man, as Tom is and as I am. And he's got young kids as well, so he'd be worried about them. And he's a good fella. So, yeah, Tom Smithies, football writer, Daily Telegraph. We'll
see if we can get him on. Simon, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy this little bit of a rest period, and hopefully at the end of it, you come out like the rest of us, all in great shape and ready for a big future.
I hope so. Tony, thanks for your time, and stay well and safe, everybody.